Okay, I can't believe the backlash I'm getting on Tekken review. I didn't even know Tekken had fucking fans, let alone get a backlash on it. So I posted up Tekken 6, and I stick by my opinion 100%. The game is good at what it does in versus mode and online, even survival and time attack. That's all good and dandy. But I gotta review the whole goddamn game, and there's things it has pretty big faults, especially scenario mode is a piece of shit. And whether you want to think it's a fucking mini game when it unlocks 80% of the goddamn things in the game, then that's all good and for you, and you can have fun with that. But I'm reviewing scenario mode too because it's the main part of a fucking game. It is essentially the story mode of the game. It is what Virtual Fighter had. It is what it is. You go around fighting different enemies in a really shitty action brawler type gameplay, and it's there. And I gotta review it because it's one of the main parts of the game, and it sucks. Whether you want to admit it's a mini game or not, that's up to your imagination or whatever. But it is the main part of a game. So that sucked balls, and that's one of the biggest faults in the game. Not to mention the graphics are not even on par with most of the recent fighting games. They're really pathetic in most ways. They look like Tekken 5 HD. And the story. Well, story and fights is never really important, but it's never so fucking boring that I go to sleep. That's right, the story in this game made me almost fall asleep. It is so freaking boring. The cutscenes last way too long in the scenario mode, and the ending cutscenes of arcade mode are whatever. Who cares? They're always dumb. But I can accept that in like Dead or Alive and shit. But here, nah, it's no good. So I really wasn't expecting any backlash because it's fucking Tekken. I didn't even know Tekken had fans, to be honest. Tekken is a fighting series, yeah, but it's not like Street Fighter popular or something. And I guess there's fans out there, and I understand if you're mad at me. I don't really know why. We just have a difference of opinion. You shouldn't get mad. Not everybody's gonna like every game that I like, and I'm not gonna like every game that you like. And simple as that. That's the end of that. But I'm definitely sticking by my opinion. This game is definitely a 7. I'm totally surprised at the 9 it got on IGN or whatever, 8.8. It's way too high in my opinion. I don't even know how the fuck it got near that score. Maybe we're playing a different game. Maybe my game has downgraded visuals, and maybe a story that's corny as shit and boring, and maybe the scenario mode didn't exist in their game. But for me, it's all bad, it's all bad. But if you're in the game to play versus mode with a friend, yeah, the game is good, and thus I gave it a 7. It would have been an 8 if there was no scenario mode, but scenario mode brings it down, since it's the main part of unlocking shit. Well, there you go. But versus mode, if you're into the game and versus, if you want to fight a friend or fight online, the game is going to offer you pretty good content. I did say it has a nice number of combos, and you're going to enjoy it, just like I enjoyed Tekken 5. But if you go into this expecting to unlock stuff without having to go through a horrible mode and be amazed by the graphics like Soul Calibur or Virtual Fighter 5 did at its time, then you're not going to be seeing any of that. This game is pretty it needed more work. Definitely needed more work. So whether you agree or not, that's up to you. But Tekken definitely deserves the 7 I gave it, in my opinion. Tekken fanboys, just stop sucking Namco's dick. I mean, they're not going to help you in any way. I don't know why you're getting so upset. It's just my view on things. If you don't agree, you don't agree. Simple as that. But, yeah, that's the end of that. Have a nice day. If you don't like my review, go over to IGN, suck on their nipples a little bit, make them all happy, and then when they give another game that you like a bad score and you come back over to me when I give it a good score and you're like, oh, you're so right, then I know that you're a little bitch. Okay, have a nice day.